Yo, Mother Guy is my paracetamol, man. She's my medicine. So the first thing, anything wrong with you, this is where you need to go to the park and stuff. So yeah, Mother Gaia, man, she rained and she rained and she rained and she rained. I guess she was just washing out all the negativity. And then I think somebody said, I think, is it tomorrow or something, we're having a full moon. Yeah, so we don't even know what that moon called. You have to do your own research. What I wanted to say is I come across some information today. You know, we don't know how deeply we are all brainwashed. So basically the information was about we can heal ourselves, you know, we have the power to do so. And it was on about being, was it Monty Dextra, something like this, when you can use both left and right hand. What happened is when you can do that, you write with your left hand, they say that you're evil. So if anything, that opens up your intellect, you're using your brain more efficient. So that's what they don't want. Everything about the human race, they want to be in control of us and to keep us dumb down. So this is why all different religions was created apart from the organic religions that was there before the European came. I guess the Hinduism, Buddhism and all that, but all Christianity and Islam, you know, that's all to keep us dumbed down, in control, you're being punished. You're telling me if there's a God, why should he always want to punish us? You know what I mean? I know the human race is fucked up, but why should he always want to punish us? This is why in my spirituality, we have our own free will, but then we have to know in the instance, if we mess up, then karma's going to get us straight away. So you know what I mean? See, as soon as I come in the park, it have to start raining, but hey ho, that's how it goes. You know, it just feels like a lot of chaos is happening at the moment. It's like I can't even remember once that when I've been in this park that the sirens haven't gone off. Where it's the fire brigade, the ambulance or the police. So yeah, all you can do, people, is keep yourself very high vibrational. So all the chaos and all the crap and the rat race might be going on around you, but you're firmly grounded. So yeah, and it just makes me laugh. I do something that I enjoy, and then you can just see the NPC. So even if I have a disdain for them, they want that energy, they just want that attention, they don't care. So you know they so badly want it, so you just ignore them, you don't just give it to them. Imagine living a life where you're an NPC that you have to gag for other people's energy and trying to cipher off. Oh, that's disgusting. That's like not having a wash for about a week or whatever, and your skin's crawling and all your pores are open. That's vile. These poor little idiots don't even know that. So anyway, just take care of yourself. You know, and another thing that I think is really adorable, and especially we need it for our circulation with tech, you know what I mean, which everybody thinks is the flu, sweat. Sweating is your best friend. So say if you go to the sauna, you know, I've known where people are in the sauna for hours. You know what I mean? So you're undoing all that EMF that's stuck in your body. You know, you're releasing it, and then you're drinking all your herbs and stuff, your urine, you're getting all that crap out of your system. So that's another good thing. You know, you're pooing it out. So that's why it's very good to be alkaline diet as well. So yeah. Because when you're alkaline diet, your body can repair itself. You know, they don't want you to know all that. You know, some information that I've come across as well, the guy said he hadn't brushed his teeth since he was 8, because they want us using their fluoride. And what does the toothpaste contain? Fluoride, and what does that do? Calcify a pineal gland. And they tell us that we need it for cavities. You know what I mean? So before toothpaste was invented, I know some races weren't that upon their cleanliness. You know what I mean? It's like the Europeans call everybody savages, but it was the savages who washed their skin. All in the up to like 17th century, Elizabeth I, they used to have a bath once a year and put perfume, so that's why they had smallpox and all potholes in their skins and stuff. So yeah, anything that the system tells you to do, go and do your research, question it, and do the complete and utter opposite, because you can be guaranteed they ain't telling you no proper information. They want to keep you empowered by them. You know, they want you to stay low vibrational, so any diarrhea they feed you, you absorb it. It's like, say if I'm on the tube and stuff and you can just see people. As I said before in one of my videos, I had brought a second-hand lamp, and because I am prone to hearing frequencies, as soon as I put the lamp in, it had one of those government stickers that it had passed its health and safety test. I could hear a slight hum, and then it's like, I ain't having that. So then I realised that's how they keep the people mind control in the offices. So I was just looking at the people, and they just were like ice cubes. You know, your ice cubes in a tray, so they're all identical, all exactly the same. And when you're all identical, exactly the same, you're easily controlled, aren't you? So yeah, this is why you have to be different. That's why I love my different people. I love my people with their cowrie shells in their hair, and you know what I mean? That you know that they're unplugged out of the matrix. They can spot the NPCs, they can spot the clothes, they can spot the mind controls. You know? And then what makes me laugh is the other energetic people, they have their powers, but what do? They abuse it. So then they end up being part of the rat race. You know, they're being controlled by the 1% because they're taken over by entities. So they don't have any sovereignty. So they had their powers, and because they like, you know, the tinsel, they're rather, instead of having their own liberty and sovereignty, they'd rather go and fuck up, let entities get them, and then they're just, you know, so they're lower than the NPCs because they're going to get severe karma. So that's what I don't get. When you're free, there's nothing more liberating than when you're free. So as I'm on the grass now, all the leaves, it's shedding. That's what nature does. And us as human beings, we should be self-governing. We shouldn't have people telling us what to do. And then the system has brainwashed the NPC. So anytime they do anything wrong and you tell them, they're vexed and they're ready to start big ass argument and stuff. And another thing as well that makes me laugh, I love to speak my little piece of dialect because English is the most widely spoken language, and the English language contains spells. So when I can speak, you know, little dialects, because that's a mixture of African, kind of like an English, so then you feel like I'm higher frequency. So that's why me non-melanated people, I'm sure you understand what me I say, otherwise you wouldn't like my videos and you wouldn't like me as well. You know, we have to be free, because if we are all unplugged, what's going to happen? They can't control us. And that's what they're frightened of. They are frightened. They want us to be in control. You know? I remember one time I was doing a waitressing job. And is it commis chef? When you do all the preparation for the big ass chefs. We don't even know. And the guy was making some meatballs and they were all identical. I couldn't be like that. Identical to what? To who? To when? To how? What the fuck is that all about? You know? It's like there's all information. You know, certain races, they can squat down, like the Orientals or the Indians. You know, they teach us now, so but I'm cock up under toilet seat when we're used to squatting, if we're like, I can't even say primitive, natural. You know what I mean? So everything they've taken away from us. We don't know who we are, and then we have to refine back ourselves again. I know that wasn't proper English, but that'll do. You understand what I'm trying to say? We have to find back our authenticity. You know, when we know who we are and liberate, then our bodies can heal this and that, and we don't need pharmaceutical. And they need us to need pharmaceutical. You know what I mean? It's the Rothschilds that took all over pharmaceutical. All these people, these family lineage, and then they have wars, and then they make money. Certain percentage of these, 1% families, they make money from it, while everybody else suffers. We need to wake up and get educated, because when you have knowledge, it's power, and nobody, and when I say nobody, can fuck with you at all whatsoever. You are a sovereign being. You know what I mean? So when people come with their fuckery, you just look on them. It's like, we live in a race that people caricature themselves, and you can just tell the people by their demeanour, their body language, who works in an office, because they all have, remember, as I said, with the lamp I had, they play that frequency, so they all behave in that arrogant way. So people find out, do high vibrational things, and the more high vibrational things you do, you'll unplug, and then you'll gain your sovereignty, and then you'll heal, you'll look younger than your actual age. You know what I mean? Please. Because it's all the people who are not eating correctly, who are not exercising, who are them karmic selves. They're the ones who look older. Because I see even black people, they say black don't crack. I even see black people, they look old as well. When you know who you are, boy, you tap into Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia give you natural, you know what I mean? She's giving you natural Botox. And you know what that Botox is? It's celery, cucumber, beetroot, apple, grapes, all them kind of thing, you know what I mean? So we need to wake up, people. Wakey. Anyway, this one gone on, I just saw 12:12. This video is 12 minutes. You get the gist. Love ya. Mwah.